I am Vinnie Tortorich. Folks, your good intentions have been stolen, but don't worry. I'm here to help you get them back. You may be soft and succulent at the beginning of this process, but hang in there. Before long, you will be lean and mean, guaranteed. I went
okay.
right into the break. But you're not from a steel town, but your husband is. So that counts.
I got that guy.
You've been injected with steel, right?
Yeah, he trapped me with a baby, that one.
Oh, yeah. That's how. Yeah. And by the way, folks, Anna, do you guys ever do that stage show anymore where you and your husband go up and talk about?
Oh my God, it's so funny that you asked that. They are flying us to Raleigh, North Carolina for 4 nights to do it.
Oh my God. Folks, if you ever want to sit through something that will make you laugh and cringe at exactly the same time,
it'll make you feel better about your marriage.
That's
what we serve to exist. To make
I was watching it one night and their daughter was in the audience, which
we definitely abbreviated the content for that.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how she needed to come into this world.
Yeah. It was it's something else. If you've never seen Anna and Loren Turquinio on stage doing that thing, make it a point.
Thank you. We're very excited. We do it in California all the time, but we haven't been flown to go do it in a while. So we're going to go to Raleigh for 4 nights.
I could probably make it there. I could probably sit down there.
Well, I was thinking that I'm going to talk to you off the air because I think we're going to head up to Virginia after that. So
you got to come stay with us. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Come hang with us.
Absolutely.
And if you don't mind, bring me some of those cheesy puffs.
I will, because those are easy to travel with. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheesy puffs.
Hey, we're talking about body weight exercises today.
We are.
Also, how to give good advice after bad advice.
Anna, here's the thing. People try when I get bored sometimes and I run out of Hallmark movies to watch, I will go watch guys do videos on the internet just so that I could get angry.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm always looking, and by the way, I'm actually, to tell you the truth, I'm always looking for it because I'm a guy that don't think, I know I don't know everything. I'm always looking for that nugget of something new that I don't know. Right? So that's why I do it. And the body weight exercises, I've said it several times. If you want to watch anyone do it to a T, Jerry Tiexiera, who's been on this show several times, is my favorite.
He's great.
And you go, wait.
Everyone should follow him.
Yeah, look, and you're sitting there going, hang on, Vinny. You're shifting us somewhere else. You're the fitness guy. Listen, when someone does something really well, you celebrate that person. You tell people to go watch that person. Right? So, yeah, Jerry does a great job with it. I've had him on the show several times. I've had other people that do the one set to failure thing really well. Like Dr. Ben Bocchicchio. I bring him on the Friday show all the time because these guys know their shit. I do not purport to know everything about everything. So I like to bring people on. But there are simple body weight exercises. Now, who's this for? It's, I hate when someone asks a question and they go and answer it. You ever know people like that, Anna?
But there's nothing wrong with that.
My sister-in-law does that. Like I'll be in a conversation and she'll go, do I like to go to that store? Yes. And so it's like, wait, you just asked the question and
just say I like to go to that store.
Yeah. No, she doesn't do that. She goes,
you know who does that is housewives when they're doing the confessional. And I always thought it was like a producer trick to get them to like sum up what just happened. Like, do I love that she talked to me that way? Of course not. Do I want to murder her in her sleep? Yes, I do.
I don't think my sister-in-law watches that stuff.
But I always thought that was just a TV thing. I didn't realize people actually spoke that way.
No, I noticed that about my sister-in-law a couple of visits ago. She'll go, do I like to go swimming on the weekends? Of course I do.
You're like, are we asking ourselves questions and then answering them? Yes, we are.
Do I like to have a drink while I'm in the pool? Absolutely. It's like, you just asked and answered 3 questions. That's like people who go,
what is that?
I don't know. And she's not of an age like the kids that go, let's cheers to this. No, it's like, let's have a toast to this. And you say,
nobody says toast. There's nobody on television who says toast. It's all Z's saying, let's cheers, you guys. You guys, let's cheers. Come here. We're doing a cheers.
Or we're
doing a
cheersing.
cheers.
They'll say we're
We're
cheersing.
cheersing.
I
know they turn it into a gerund.
Before you have a drink, go learn some fucking English. How about them animals? Go do that. Go do that, and then come back. And I know that I get my past, present, and participle screwed up. I'm Cajun. I can't help myself.
You've split an infinitive or two over the years.
Oh yeah. But you know what? And I admit it. But I don't go around going, "Hey Anna, let's cheers. Let's cheers.
Let's do cheersing to a cheers."
Yeah. Let's watch Cheers and cheers with some cheersing. Okay. All right. So
bodyweight exercises.
Yeah. All right.
Which, by the way, Jerry Tiexiera did a post that I love. I have it saved. He basically did 20 kinds of push-ups. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he can't do, there's not even, how are there, what is there? 3 or 4, maybe 7 at the most.
I could probably come up with 10, 12. I'm thinking through it right now.
And that's what he did. And he went in order of like difficulty. And I really could, I can't even do the first 3. Let's be honest.
Well, when we get to the push-up version of it, we're going to talk about the easier versions, because I want to talk to our audience, right?
Yeah.
Some of these people are older. Some of them are overweight. And, you're doing body weight exercises. This is like regular weightlifting for you. So we're going to start with the squats, right?
Right.
We're going to start with legs. Squats are the easiest thing to do. Some people call them air squats, like playing air guitar, because you don't have a bar on your back. You don't have a strap around your waist. You don't have any extra weight. But guess what? The good news is if you weigh 350 pounds, you already have enough weight. And for that person, doing a regular air squat might be too difficult. But I have an answer for you. You know what we all have in our house, Anna? Want to guess?
No, what?
We all have a sink. We all have a sink.
Okay.
And a sink, as you know, is a very, very tough structure, meaning they have to put it inside of the wood and everything is all, and the sink is, and it's got a big tube in the bottom. You can weigh 600 pounds. You're not going to pull that sink out of that structure, right? So if you can't do a regular air squat, you can go in the kitchen, hang on to the sink, and squat down and come up. And don't worry about using your arms a little bit when you come up. That's all fine. Now, the second question is, how deep do I go? All right. You don't want to do ass to grass unless you're in pretty good shape.
Right.
But you just need to get your quads to break parallel, right? So 90-degree angle down. So when your quads are parallel to the floor, then you've done enough squatting. If you go an inch or two deeper than that, you'll get more into the glute muscles. You'll get more into the hamstrings, the quads. That's fine, right? So that's 2 ways to do it. You can either hang on to the sink or you could do an air squat. Now, Anna, when you do an air squat, when you squat down, you're imbalanced, right?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to sound really dumb. I don't know what an air squat is.
It's when you don't have any weight on you.
Oh, right? So you're just doing
you're just squatting down and coming up. And another way to do it is.
Are you talking about like you're just doing it like, hold on. I don't want to. Like with your legs in front of you, you're just literally like squatting.
Yeah. No, all right. So you see how you went for Anna?
Like
can you?
I'm gonna go sit in a chair.
Yeah, sit aside. Yeah, you can sit in the chair and then come up. That's another way to do it. I was going to mention that.
And I go to sit down.
Right. All right, Anna. So you see how your body goes forward? That's correct. And for people who have trouble, and folks, if you want to go watch Anna doing this on a video, she's doing. You see how your arms are going out? That's fine. That's how you stay. Like yes. Let your arms go out in front of you. Anna probably doesn't need to do that because she's well endowed in the chesticle area. But you see how do it from the side again, Anna. All right, watch how you see how she's putting her hands out and she's going down towards the chair. Now, Anna, you're not going quite deep enough. You're not parallel. I need you parallel. That's it. And then up.
But then how far wide are my legs? Are they here?
Yeah, no, you put them.
To go down further, I have to have my legs wider.
You can put them a little wider, but that's a flexibility thing. If you have flexibility problems,
My
folks,
socks are I feel like my socks are slippery. If I had on shoes.
oh wait, are you barefooted doing this or in socks?
I'm
Oh no,
soft-footed.
Anna, thank you for bringing that up, folks. You could be on carpet, you could be on a hardwood floor. Wear tennis shoes.
Here, let me do it without socks. Let me do it
Yeah,
barefooted. Because then I
look.
can grip the ground.
You do it with socks on. You can hurt yourself.
Ugh.
That's it. Now you're doing something. Calm down, Anna. You're getting in shape. There you go. All right, so that's the squat.
Okay.
Now sit down because I'm going to have you come back in a minute and do lunges. Okay. Unless you want to stay there and do lunges. Now. Okay. So for the lunges basically a one leg
exercise in a tiny. If I can do this in this tiny space, you guys can do this in your home because I am surrounded by cartons of pasta sauce.
Yeah, and Anna's about 5'6", so yeah, she's in a very tiny space. So Anna, lunges is a one-legged squat. So at first, you might not be able to do the lunges. Calm down. You look like you're on the pole, Anna.
I know. I'm doing booty. I'm doing the twerk. I can't twerk. I can't do it.
Serena tries to twerk. It's like, with your little skinny ass, you can't twerk.
Get out of here.
Twerking. Okay.
Okay, lunges.
So lunges, you're going to put one leg in front of the other. Now, this might be a little too advanced. Basically, it's a one-legged squat. Or what?
Or is the back one like this?
Okay. All right. So I would rather you keep it straight. I would rather you keep it straight. But if you have to turn it, then you can turn it. It doesn't matter because you're working the front leg. Now, Anna, I'm worried you're doing that way. Do it from the side because I want to see if you're going. You want to just drop straight down. Right, as I tell guys all the time, when you go down, you want it to be balls straight down to the floor. So you don't want your body to go forward. Down. That looks good. Yeah. Now, Anna, you see how you're keeping your back leg straight because you're very flexible? You can also bend that leg if you want to. You don't have to keep it straight. Okay, and that's how you do a lunge.
What about a lunge where you just go forward and you leave the back leg like that? So you're just doing this one.
That's fine too, but a lot of people can't do that.
I like doing both of them.
Okay, no, that's fine. Okay. Both of them you get the same thing accomplished. Okay. Now, the third thing, if you can do a lunge, the third thing is a Bulgarian split squat. Now, Anna.
I love the Bulgarian split squat.
Anna, do you have a chair, something you can put your foot up on? Oh, that box behind you, that'll work. Get that box. Okay. So basically, the Bulgarian split squat.
There we go.
There you go. The Bulgarian split squat is basically a lunge where you're adding a degree of difficulty because you can go deeper on the lunge because the back leg is up. Go down, Anna. Let's see you do it.
Well, that box is too high.
Okay. Lower box. Yeah, I see one behind. Are they all the same size?
Yeah. I'm doing it right here.
I
want it like there. I'm sorry, but I'm not up to that height.
All right. So, Anna, don't hurt yourself doing that. Okay. So we're learning something from Anna. People go, well, how high does the back foot have to be? And the answer is the better shape you're in, the higher you can put the foot. There, when I do it at the gym, with
this foot, I'm better with the dominant leg.
And when I do it at the gym, I use a bench. And a bench is usually 18, 19 inches off the ground.
That's what I usually use.
Yeah.
Although that's about, yeah. But I like the knee to touch, right? You want the knee to touch to kiss the ground, right?
Well, it depends on how high your foot is. Mine is at 18 inches when I do it. Yeah. My back knee does not kiss the ground. My ass, well, maybe it does. It gets pretty close. But my ass is down there, right? Oh, she's going for it again.
Glasses are coming off.
Yeah. That means business.
Okay.
There you go. You're getting a little deeper on that side now.
Oh, yeah.
It must be your weak side.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
I also like to use... I'll put my foot on because I don't have the tennis shoe on. If I had the tennis shoe on, it wouldn't hurt. It was like literally hurting my foot. But I like this. I love this because I feel it all over. In my butts, in my quads. And it makes you out of breath.
Yeah. which is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, next, Anna, you might have to go way back to do these.
Okay.
We're going to do a glute bridge. You know what that is?
Oh, on the laying down?
Yeah. So can you push those boxes back?
No, I
a bit?
can't. There's a bank of boxes. I can't push them.
Okay. So we're not going to have you do the glute bridge because we're not going to be able to see you.
You know what's fun?
What the hell is she doing? Oh, there she goes. Yeah, we can see you there. Yeah, we can't hear you, but we can see you. That's good right there. So Anna, you're going to have your basically you have your knees bent, your feet, and then you're going to lift your butt up. Go ahead and lift your butt up. Now she's on her shoulder blades and her feet. Okay. And you're going to hold it there and squeeze your butt and then let it down slowly. Excuse me, folks. Do it again. And then up, you're going to hold it, let it down slowly. Now, here's the thing. This is also a good exercise to start with because it will warm you up for the squats, the lunges, and the Bulgarian split squats. Now, Anna, stay there. Once you get really comfortable with doing these for a couple of weeks and you go, all right, this is getting too easy, we're going to do the single leg bridge. So, Anna, go down, put your butt back on the floor. No, not straight up, not straight up, straight out. Like straight out, like a plank, like that. Just keep it off the floor and then get it up. There you go. There you go. All right, now go ahead and switch it up. You feel those more, right? We can't hear her because she's too far away from the mic. Yeah. Yeah, that's one way to do it if you want to cheat. There you go. There you right there. That's the way I would have clients do it. All right. Okay, Anna. That's the more advanced version of the bridge. That's all of the leg things. So we have squats, we have lunges, we have Bulgarian split squats, which is a lunge with your back foot up. We have the glute bridge and then the single leg glute bridge. Now, you're going to start going sets and reps. Well, here's the thing. I don't know. Well, I could tell you want to do 3 sets. I don't know how many reps you're going to do. Number one, I don't want you to move fast. If you notice, if you watch the video, Anna was moving nice and smoothly. She was feeling the muscle on the way down. She was feeling it back on the way up. You are smooth. But you see, Anna was a ballerina for a lot of years in her life, so she knows how to do athletic things. So
here's why. Let me say something in behalf of being smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you have to constantly be thinking and feeling all of the muscles engaging. Whereas if you're just using your momentum and you're going boop, you know what I mean? You're shoving yourself in one direction and then you're not feeling it the same.
We always say with skeet shooting, you see a new kid out there or whatever, the thing is moving at around 60 miles an hour, which means you have to move at around 60 miles an hour to be able to get a clean shot on it, right? So you end up moving too fast or jerking the gun, the whole thing. There's a term we use, and it applies here. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Take your time, do everything smoothly, slow it down, smooth out, and that will get you where you need to get. Same thing goes with weightlifting. Slow is smooth, smooth will get you there faster. And that's what I want you to do. So you want to do a couple of 2 or 3 sets. At first, you might not be in very good shape. I don't know where you are in your process. If you call me and we have a consult, I can tell you. If you belong to the VIP and you ask me during VIP, I can tell you. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm broadcasting right now. This is broad information. Right.
So real quick, back to the bridges.
Right.
So in Pilates, you put your heels up on the bar of the reformer. You're laying on the reformer, and that's where I learned that you point up in the air, and then you have the destabilization of you're on a loose platform. So your tendency is to want to kind of put your leg outward, but you really have to keep your leg pulled in so it's working your hamstring as well as the glutes, right?
Right.
So that's where I learned that thing. But so what I'll do is, obviously I can't carry a reformer with me, but when I go to like a hotel or whatever, or if I don't want to go out to the barn, I just want to work out in the room, I'll
Mhm.
use a chair and put my legs up on the chair to replicate that and do the bridge from that. But is that bad? Should I not? Because you
No,
just said
that's
that
not bad.
the leg up thing wasn't good. It should be
Well,
leg in front.
leg in front is not that as bad to put your legs
Uh-huh.
straight up. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
I just like it when it's out because it adds more pressure. You got to hold it out
Okay.
there. That's all.
Understood.
Right? I'm
Okay.
trying to add more to the exercise. Added value. You're doing
Yeah.
the exercise anyway. Doing it with your legs straight up, pointing to the ceiling, is I think the way I learned it first. And then I went, wait a minute.
It's better
Hey,
if it's
you
it's
have to hit a
down.
little core here
Yeah.
when
That's
your
true.
leg is out. So
Your
why not
favorite
do that?
word, core.
Yeah, we're getting to that. Don't worry. There's core in this. So, the leg exercises, that's where we do the most because um, the legs are the biggest muscles in your body. It incorporates most of your body's muscles. So we're going to hit that the hardest. That's why I gave you squats, lunges, Bulgarian split squats, glute bridges, and one-legged glute bridges. Here's the thing. When you first start, you might do one set of squats, rest a couple of minutes, do one set of lunges, rest a couple of minutes. Eventually, you can work it up to 3 sets of squats, 3 sets of lunges, and look, you might be doing 3 sets of 10 reps each. And then you might work up to 3 sets of 15, 3 sets of 15 reps each. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. And so on and so forth. But you need to add, as you get stronger, you need to add to it. So next, we're going to do push. We're going to do chest.
Okay.
Now, when you're doing body weight exercises, I said I was going to talk about the TRX. I'm not going to talk about the TRX because that's not fair. I said I will give you guys exercises that you can
Okay.
do without. If you want to do a whole TRX thing, if the 3 workouts I'm getting ready to put out, if they do well and people want more, I will put out a whole TRX routine.
Oh,
Right?
that's fun.
Yeah, I'm already. I'll get the cameraman back here and everything, and we'll do a whole TRX thing. But for right now, I'm putting out these 3 workouts, and it's going to deal with actually using weights. But I said, you know what? That's not fair. Even though we're going to have to use a pull-up bar in a minute. So there will be one apparatus you have to use. So push-ups, it's there's 2 things you can do with your upper body. You can push away and you can pull towards. And when you're in a gym and you have more apparatus to work with, you can, and weights and everything else, you can do bench press, incline press, decline press, dips, on and on and on, right? But with body weight exercises, you basically, unless you can stand on your hands and go up and down, you really can't do shoulder press. But your shoulders get a lot of work when you do push-ups. Your
Mhm.
core also gets a lot of work when you're doing push-ups. Push-ups are an all-around. Look, militaries around the world, they want to see how many squat thrusts you can do, how many push-ups you can do, and how many pull-ups you can do. This is military, folks. Those are the important things. You're pushing away, and you're pulling towards. Period. So push-ups. You want to do them slow. You want to do them deliberate. The hardest way to do them is flat ground from your hands and your feet. That's the toughest way to do them, right? And if we got into some of the Jerry Tiexiera stuff, he's putting his hands close together to hit the triceps more and wider apart to hit the pecs more. Military style push-ups, the best. Now I get it. You're out of shape. You're 300 pounds. A lot of people I talk to, 300, 400, 500 pounds. That's like doing a 300-pound bench press if you're trying to do a push-up. You might not be able to do it. So I'm giving you permission to drop your knees to the floor and do them hands and knees. That will take some of the weight off. You're changing the angle. But you go, well, Vin, I'm still 400 pounds. I still can't do this. And by the way, some of the people listening to this, you're going to weigh 165 pounds. That's fine, right? But if you're morbidly overweight, and a majority of the people who listen to this podcast are, you might not be able to do them from your knees. So there's another place you can do it. Remember you were hanging onto the sink when you were doing squats? Go back to the sink, go to a counter. Maybe you could do them from a counter. right? So your body's more upright. You're not, you see, gravity's starting to help you. Now you're more upright. You could push away from the counter in the kitchen, right? If that's still not enough, you can stand up against the wall, walk about, I don't know, 12 inches away from the wall with your feet, maybe 18 inches. Put your hands on the wall and push away that way. So there are several ways to do it. If you want to make it easier, go to your knees. If you want to make it even easier, go to the counter in the kitchen. If you want to make it even easier, you can push away from a wall. Pull-ups. It's the only thing where you need an apparatus. Again, you can, oh, by the way, you can buy these pull-up things that you put in the doorway from Amazon for less than $40. I went and looked before this podcast. $35-$40 will buy you most of these things. Again, we're talking to some people who are really overweight. If you weigh 300 pounds or less, that will work for you. Some of these things have a weight limit. Check it. Now, here's the other problem. Most people can't pull themselves up one time, even if you don't have much of a weight problem. Anna can't. Anna is of normal weight. So there are a couple of things you can do. You can use, those stepping stools you have around your house. We all have them now. You carry them, you open it up. It's got 2 little steps on it. You can use that to get your chin above the bar and ease yourself down. That's called a reverse rep. Climb up there again, ease yourself down. If you start doing that for weeks on end, before long, you will build up enough strength through the eccentric contraction to where you can do concentric, meaning you can pull and be able to get a full pull-up in. There's another way to do it. You can buy the stretchy bands. Go get the stretchy bands. I have the ones from Rogue, and I have no, as Anna knows, I have no love for Rogue, right? They don't give me any kind of deals or anything else, but theirs hold up the best. I'm just going to be honest with you. They hold up the best. I don't know why. There are a lot of them on Amazon. Feel free to buy them from Amazon, but they're not all completely equal. Some are better than others. Until you have one of those things snap on you, you won't know what I'm talking about. You can buy them where they take anywhere from 5 pounds off of you all the way up to maybe 100 pounds. Buy the ones you need. You can put your knees in there and do it from there. You can do pull-ups that way. Okay. Core and abs. Doing sit-ups from the floor is just a body weight exercise, right? Is working your rectus abdominis. That's that 6-pack right in the front of your stomach. And it's also working your hip flexors. Okay, you're getting all that work done. But wait, there's more. Anna always jokes that the word core, back when we first started this podcast, everybody knew where the core. I was like, where's the core? Where's the core? Where's the core start and stop? You got to work your core. I would always ask these people, just like the same aerobic teachers, they would talk about calories. I go, what's a calorie? I don't know. It's something you eat. No, it's not. It's a unit of measuring energy. That's what a calorie is. Where does the core start and stop? Is it kind of like your lap? You ever think about your lap, Anna? When you stand up, you don't have a lap. When you sit down, you can now put something in. You have a lap.
So it's your lap is just your quads, right?
Right. It is, but we don't have it when we're standing up. Watch, Anna.
And we do have quads when we're standing up.
All right, so Anna, right now, I want you to take both of your pointers, and I want you to touch your lap.
Okay.
You touching it?
Yeah.
All right, now stop touching your lap. Now stand up.
Now I'm pointing at my legs.
Now you have no lap. Point at your lap now, Anna. Where is it?
It's not.
It's gone.
Lap. It's gone. Lap.
It's gone. Ta-da!
Magic.
Magic. You standing up? No lap. You sit down lap. Okay. So, core. We're going to call it that area that starts somewhere up here and it ends somewhere down there, right? And it doesn't just incorporate your rectus abdominis, which is the six pack, but all of your oblique muscles, all the muscles in your lower back, your middle back, everywhere else, your hip flexors, everything around, all the live long day. So we want to work your core also. And it's very, very easy to do. You can do a plank. Now, there are several ways to do a plank, and they're all correct. People go, hey, man, a guy on the internet says it's not a correct plank unless you do it from your hands and your feet, like being in the push-up position. I always say doing a push-up is a plank, but you're in motion. It's a motion plank, right? That's why the push-up is so good for you. You could do it from your hands and your feet. That's a plank. Or you could do it from your hands and your knees if you're not strong enough to hold your body up. Or you could do it from your feet and your elbows, putting your elbows on the ground, which is the most common way people do a plank. Or you could do it from your elbows and your knees, which is one of the easiest ways to do it if you're not strong enough yet. The question always becomes, how much time? At first, you might be holding yourself up for 15 seconds, you're shaking and you're falling. Okay. Other times, once you get used to it, hell, I used to have competitions, me and Howie Mandel. I just name dropped. We'd go 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I would always let him win. What are you going to do? Guy's writing me a check. You win, right? So, you can really work it up. Comedians from Canada can do 5 minutes. So you should be able to do that at some point. But, getting to a minute is a big thing. And then getting to 90 seconds is a big thing. And that's how you measure that. There's also the side plank, Anna, where you're
I
on
love a
one
side
elbow.
plank.
Oh yeah, you're on one elbow and you're on your feet, and you hold yourself up. Some people, including me, when I'm doing the side plank, sometimes I'll let my hip dip down and touch the floor and come up, almost like when we were doing those glute bridges. I'll do that kind of motion with my side, really work those obliques, right? So that's another thing you can do. But there's your core. And that's it. I left one thing out. I knew I was going to leave it out, Anna. I was moving too fast.
You have to smooth is slow.
And slow is
slow
fast.
is smooth. And smooth is fast.
Slow is smooth. Smooth
is fast.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. What muscle group did I leave out?
Back.
No, we did that with the pull-ups. Try again.
Well, abs.
No, we did sit-ups and we did planks and side planks. We hit the abs 3 different ways. And you're pretty close. We missed the gastrocnemius, also known as calf muscles.
That wouldn't be done in the legs?
No, you didn't. Nothing we did really hit them. So that's where you can stand on a step. And if you're not in very good shape, you do both of them. We call them heel raises. Some people call them calf raises.
You could just do releves.
And by the way, folks, don't bounce on them up and down. Go down all the way as far as you could go. Go up as high as you can go. And then after you get really good at them, start doing one leg at a time.
Okay.
All right. And that's how you do that. So that's the whole body. Boom.
Wow.
Look at me. I did that in like 30 minutes or less.
That was really good. I hope everybody's doing them along with us.
Probably not.
I mean, the pull-up thing is definitely where I struggle. But here's the thing. I try to sit because we don't have a pull-up bar. That's one reason why I got the TRX, so I could do that. But then obviously I got yelled at for it hanging in the barn. It has to be put away. And I'm like, it took me 20 minutes to get it out there. Do you think I'm going to do that every time? No, I'm not. So I have a springboard. And so I sit down on the ground and I try to do some pulls that way, but I just never feel like, and I try to do, what's it called? Laying on the reformer, do the pulleys to try to get the lats that way, but I never feel like it's really enough.
It's hard to do without belonging to a gym. The TRX helps a lot.
Yeah.
There's an exercise I used to do with a couple of clients. but they already had a bar, and you can literally, some people do it with, and I'm not suggesting you're doing this, folks. I'm just going to mention it anyway, is you could take 2 chairs and put like a broomstick in between the two and lay back that way and pull yourself up, get underneath it. But
then aren't you pulling your chest instead of your
no, you're
back?
pulling toward you and you're working your back. But if you're going to do that, you might as well go out and buy the cheap TRX. Did we decide how much the cheap TRX type thing was on
I don't know,
Amazon?
it's like $40, $50, $60 as opposed
It's
to
not a whole
140.
lot. So
Yeah.
if that's the only way you could do it, that's what you. Bonzo came to visit. If that's what you
Bonzo.
do, then that's what you have to do. You know, it's not a big deal. Make a little investment in your health. You know, you're listening to the show, you want to be in good shape. You buy crap on Amazon anyway. You know, just maybe buy some less crap on Etsy next week and get yourself a $30, $40 thing.
Right.
It's an investment in your health.
So
And
you want to talk about Villa Capelli and then talk about bad advice from Reddit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about Villa Capelli because I need to drink. I've been talking too much.
You have been. Villa Capelli is the best olive oil on the planet. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We have been eating this stuff since before they were sponsors. It is the best olive oil you've ever had. And if you think you're having the nice olive oil from the grocery store, no, you're not. You need to have some Villa Capelli olive oil. It is picked. Actually, he should be starting harvest very soon. They do an early harvest because it gives you that peppery finish. And that peppery finish is what has all the polyphenols and all those good fast acting chemicals that you want in your system from your olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's just delicious. And you're going to be making marinades, salad dressings. You're going to be cooking things in it. You're going to be frying up some, chicken in it, and you're going to be frying up vegetables in it. And you just want to have the best quality possible. Unfortunately, and Vinnie and I have reported on this many times over the years, there's a rampant amount of dilution with the olive oils that you find on the shelf, and you don't know which ones they are. And then there's even up to just full fraud, which we've reported on in the past year about olive oil fraud. So that's why you do really want to trust your company and be able to source it. And people ask us all the time, they're like, well, how do you know how to source an olive oil company? I'm like, we've done it for you. It's called Villa Capelli olive oil. And it's
they'll go, yeah, but I want to get my own thing. It's like, why? This is the best olive oil out there.
This is the best on all levels: pricing, taste, health, benefits.
You're not going to beat this.
You're not going to beat it. So the good thing that they do is the discount code Vinnie. They do have a discount code. And if you use Vinnie, Vinnie, not Vinnie with a wimpy Y, you're going to get 10% off your order each and every time. We always say get your cart sized around 145. Then when you use the discount code, you still qualify for the free shipping because it is expensive to ship if you pay for shipping. So I believe they're still sold out of the 3-liter tin, which sucks. I need to rate Steven and see when they're going to come back in. But get the 750 milliliter bottle. Get the organic 3-liter tin. They have regular and organic. I know people feel strongly one way or another, but we don't. They're both very high quality.
I've used the organic before. It tastes just like the regular. They're both very good. One is just organic, and the other one's not. And
like one's from one guy's field and one's from another guy's field, and they're all within like a kilometer of the villa. So they also have things like white wine vinegar, grilling salt. They have fun things. So if you're trying to pack out the cart, do it that way. The basil sea salt's delicious, especially in salad dressings.
Oh yeah.
So grab Villa Capelli and hit us up online when you do, because I know you're gonna love it.
By the way, folks, whenever you get vitamin D3 from purevitaminclub.com, you are getting Villa Capelli. You need to mix D with an oil. And
it's a fat soluble one, and yours is the only one that doesn't use a seed oil.
Yeah. And we also put methaquinone 4, MK4 and MK7 in there. And you want to talk about an action-packed all-in-one pill, that vitamin D.
I took 3 today.
Here's the deal. It's got Villa Capelli in there. We contract with Villa Capelli. Boom. That's what we use. All right, Anna, go on.
I wanted to bring this up because, I love Reddit. But Gen X is of the generation where we invented Reddit and we love Reddit, right? It's a great place to go for advice. It's a great place to go if you want to just laugh and tune out. It's a great place to go for memes. I don't know. I just like Reddit. And in fact, most of the AI models scrub from Reddit, and that's how they've learned how to talk so conversationally, which I think is
Really?
crazy. Because Reddit is a place that people have been going for 30 years, commenting on stuff and talking about their lives, and there's anything you ever want to know. You That's why Reddit comes up in the search engines when you search stuff, because people have talked about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the old school bulletin board, and people still very much use it. So, and I know purists will be like, well, it's not the same as it was. No social media platform's the same as it
Reddit was the first place that wrote bad things about me.
Oh, I'm sure. That's
Yeah.
where you go to have a hater group.
Yeah.
A lot of hate on Reddit too.
The
There's
first
a lot
time
of negativity on Reddit. I avoid that.
Can I tell you a quick Reddit story?
Sure.
Okay. So the first time I was on the Adam Carolla show, I knocked it out of the park, but they couldn't play, or they decided not to play the knock it out of the park part of my show.
Oh.
So I'm going on this show. It's like, I know this is a comedy show, but I'm a fitness guy. And I'd already done Adam and Drew. And then Adam had me back for something called Take a Knee, which is a thing he did way back in 2014 or 2015 or whatever. And he goes, man, I really like you. Would you like to come on what he called the big show, the Adam Carolla show, the ACS? And I was like, yeah, I'll come on. And I was like, shit, I listened to a few shows, David Allen Greer, all these comedians are on. It's like, shit, I'm not a comedian. They want me to talk about health and fitness. So I'm going to bring something on that's going to wow the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. And it was right after Adam had gone with, Podcast One. And they were getting these big giant sponsors. And the show right before mine, they used the F word like 30 times between the guest and the this and the that. F word was thrown around. And the people over at Podcast One, Norm Pattis, said, hey, we need you to clean that up. This is too much F word stuff. Don't cut it out, but you need to clean it up for the sponsors. I walk into the studio and I brought a bit with me that had everyone rolling in the aisles over at the Adam Carolla show, but they thought it was too raunchy because they just heard from Norm Pattis Company. They decided to cut that 15 minutes right out of the show. So my episode to everyone else in the world sounded really boring.
Oh, God. Okay.
But Adam Carolla was like, bro, bring it. We're going to have you back on next week. That's when remember they used to have me on like every other week, and that went on for like 100 shows. It's like they just kept bringing me back based on this really cool thing I did that never aired. They've still never aired it, right? Would you like to know what it was?
What?
I went on to explain how Rod Stewart couldn't have possibly had a gallon of cum in his stomach. And I did it in a scientific way. Because I measured the normal amount of ejaculate from a male.
I can't.
He would have had to have had.
So gross to me.
I can't remember the whole thing.
While you talk about this, because I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I can't remember how many, but I counted I counted the average amount of ejaculate that men have, and how many. What?
Wave at me when you're done.
Okay, all right. And then what I did was I decided how many people he would have had to have had oral sex with. And then I decided, okay, that would be like 600 people. But the whole time you're doing that, it takes time and your stomach keeps digesting what's in your stomach. So you can't possibly have that left in your stomach. So I went through the whole thing and Adam was right there with me and it was funny. And Anna, you could come back now. You could come back. She's not coming back. Anna? What is she doing? Anna? Oh, there she is.
I'm back.
Okay. So it became a funny bit, and everyone in the booth was cracking up because Adam and I went at it, and we turned into a whole thing. Except the people that love Adam that heard me didn't hear that bit, and Reddit just went nuts. Why did he have this guy on? Someone must have photos of Adam or Vinnie pegging Adam and all kinds of stuff and just on and on and on. but that's why Reddit decided that I was the worst thing that ever happened to the Adam Carolla show. And
Whoa.
yeah,
Okay.
based on a bit that
Well,
no
this
one
has
ever
nothing to do with that.
heard.
And
Okay.
also, I have to go in approximately 7 minutes.
Okay. So let's do it.
So my question for you is this. I sent you a post on Reddit, and this just came up. I'm not in this board, but it comes up on your suggested feed. So I thought it was interesting. A woman posted a picture of herself, and which, by the way, is super brave. People do that, and they ask for advice. And this is in the Gym Help subreddit. Okay. This lady says, I'm at my heaviest ever right now, 444 pounds, and I'm 5'2". At the moment, I can't walk for more than a minute without needing to sit down, so the gym feels way out of reach. That said, my long-term goal is to be able to lift weights, maybe in a year or two if I can make progress. Has anyone here started from being almost bedridden and worked their way up? Where do I even start? And this just like got me in my heart place, you know, because you're like, I feel that deep in my bones. Like she wants to get fit. She's in a place right now where she is the opposite of that.
Right.
And so she did the best thing that she knew how, which is to go to, like, she found a gym board where people work out and said, what do I do? Where do I start? And posted a forward picture and a profile picture
I just
of
have the
herself.
forward picture here, I think.
If you scroll to the right, it shows the profile picture.
And please tell me that people were kind to her.
Oh, people were very kind.
Okay.
People were very kind. But the thing that it was getting me was like the repeated suggestions of, and here's the thing. I want to go in and be like, hey, you should read Vinnie Tortorich's PDF. And I might do that from time to time, but I can't go into every Reddit board and just suggest that they read your PDF. Because then it looks, because what they do is they check your thing and then they know you're just a shill for some guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like instead there's that. But instead there was, in reading this, there was the usual like, hey, start tracking your calories and drink a gallon of water and get off sugar. And there's, you know, some good advice and some weird advice, like, and some bad advice, all kind of sprinkled in. And it's really tough. And then I realized this is where it gets really hard. And I'm shocked that we're still, get off sugar was the most reasonable thing, right? But try telling somebody who's 444 pounds, just get off sugar. Hey, have you ever thought of doing that? Like, it's like, well, no shit. If it was easy to get off sugar, I would have gotten off sugar, dipshits.
Well,
Like, I don't
so
feel
here's the
like
thing.
people necessarily give the right kind of advice, but also what is the right kind? What even is it? People
Well,
are trying to help and they were kind. I'm not saying
right,
people
right,
have
right.
bad motivations.
I look, you go to Reddit, you put that in, you're going to get what you get. Right. And that's just the long and short of it. But you have to hope that they'll see the Anna Volcino thing that says, go get this PDF. Or maybe someone will say, hey, I read this book by Gary Taubes. Or go check out this Nina Tai shows, or go check out, Vinnie Tortorich's podcast. On a daily basis tonight when I go to X, because I go to X and look every night at the questions people ask me. I don't have time to go browsing for anything else, but I do spend the time to go see who's looking at me on X and what they might say. And every night someone's saying, hey, go find Vinnie Tortorich.
That's great.
Right. And then I write to him, hey, I'm here if you need help.
Right.
That's all I can do. I can't say, hey, screw everybody else. Come on over here, because that's not the truth. Maybe
and I don't have time to say like, hey, drink a gallon of water a day with no other changes. That doesn't, I mean, I don't have time to get into why that's fucked up.
Right. And that's not for you to do. All you could do is say, hey, go try to find this guy. Maybe sometimes put my PDF, sometimes just put a link to the podcast, sometimes just put a link to my book. Do it different every time. Hell, put a link to your book, to your first book. Get them started on that. Get them moving in the right direction. Just don't try to go, everybody else is wrong with their water and the this and the that. Just go, hey, you might want to go check.
It's so much of a paradigm shift. And by the way, at least people did say, hey, you could probably benefit from some nutritional changes first before you're trying to do, which is what you always say. So I was glad to see that. But it also got me thinking in real life, and I know we have to go in a few minutes. It got me thinking in real life. I was sitting and having lunch recently with a couple of my mom friends who I've known for 20 years. And one of them, who is 10 years older than me, has like a 38-year-old nephew who's 100 pounds overweight. And she said to me, if it was my own daughter, I would say something, but it's not. So I don't have that kind of relationship, but everybody's worried about him. And he never called, like, it's like sometimes people open up, like, and they ask questions, but he's not that way. He's not asking
Right.
for help. And I told her, I was like, well, then you have to stay out of it until somebody asks you for help, right?
That's the long and the short of it, Anna.
And I was like, you could send them my books as a gift, but then he's like, no, she's like, no, because then they're going to know. And I was like, okay, well then
You can't do anything.
you can't do
People,
anything.
people have to start by either asking for help or getting started. Look, we have a Friday show coming up, I think this week when this comes out, with Tim Mallion, right? And I've interviewed Tim before, and I told Tim when we started, it's like, look, I don't want your success story here, Bob. I want your failures.
Yeah,
People learn from failure,
absolutely.
right? And this guy has put on and lost 100 pounds several times.
Yeah.
Several times. And I was like, let's talk about the failures. That's how we're going to learn. That's how we're going to teach other people.
Yeah.
Right. And if this woman, if you can, you know what, Anna? If you could get to her and you give her my phone number, I'll talk to her.
Okay.
Free consult. Free consult. The rest of you got to pay. But this woman, if you can get to this woman, I'm giving her a free consult.
Listen, if she's brave enough to put that picture on Reddit and ask for help, she must be brave.
Absolutely. I'm here because, I'm going to help people. That's my commitment. Now, Anna, I know you have to go, but you need to keep the thing open. Can you keep
I
this
can
open?
keep it open, but I have to take it in the other room because Loren has to do a session in here. He's got to move his computer
Okay.
where mine is sitting.
So, all right, let me shut the show down here. Folks, you know what to do. We all go shopping on Amazon. Before you go to Amazon, go to VinnieTartarich.com. Click through the banner. It puts coal on the fire, gets my train down the track. Eat Happy Kitchen has the cheesy puffs. That's not the name of them. That's what I call
Cheesy puffs.
cheesy puffs. I love the cheesy puffs. I can't get enough of them. As a matter of fact, right as soon as I hang up here, I'm ordering a 12-pack and a 9-pack. That's right. Ask me why. Because I want 12 of just the cheddar with the barbecue, and I want the 9 because you could get 3 of each. 369. She's got all kinds of flavors. Folks, go check it out. Anna, you made me think about a song.
Ooh.
We're talking about bridges, so we're going to do that on the way out. A song dealing with bridges. And I'm not talking about Bo and Jeff. I'm talking about a different kind of bridge.
Your nemesis?
Yeah, Bo Bridges. I saw him in a movie the other night. I was like, oh.
You got the girl. Don't worry.
Yeah, I did get the girl. I was talking to the woman who owns the house up in Mammoth about a week ago, and she was like, when were you there again? I was like, the night Bo Bridges didn't let me eat my chili.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Okay. So on behalf of Anna Vocino, my name is Vinnie Tartarich. Put life into living and do it with Mr. James Brown, taking it to the bridge.